How's it going, folks? Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV. It is actually the day, I believe, of the expansion, the new expansion. So some things may have changed, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be fairly quiet around here, as players are all like in the new area, as it looks like it's an absolute ghost town, which is hilarious. But anyway, let's just continue on. Sienna 1 is where the corrupted crystal that you seek can be found. Don't fret now. I know exactly where to find a corrupted crystal comprised of ice-aspected aether. An associate of mine in Gridania has been studying the effects of one such crystal on living beings. Hey, what's with that expression? I thought you would be pleased to hear this news. This is not another wild dodo chase, I assure you. And what's even better is that this time, you needn't use that watered pot of yours to protect yourself from the crystal's energies. Hayden's findings suggest that it is quite safe. Why, you ask? Well, let's just say that it has undergone a unique process that has rendered such precautions unnecessary. Anyway, do not let me keep you. It has been a pleasure, Dan. Come back and see me sometime, alright? Alright. Speak with Hayden. Let's see. The Curious Case of Giggity. Over to the Black Shroud, to New Gridania, and then we go northward. Yeah, when I first tried to log in fact, it said the queue was so colossal, so massive, that it just booted me right out of the game. Said, nah, try later. And so I did. So I actually wasn't that much later, maybe about an hour or so, but because I'm in Australia, I imagine now things are sort of winding down a little bit for all the Americans. It's a little bit later over there. So I managed to sneak in. Actually, I couldn't load into the game for a while because there was a 30-something gigabyte download I had to do. So I just sort of put that off for a little bit. Anyway, we're here now. Greetings and salutations, Master River, I presume. Sienna informed me of your adventures in Airport. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding, though as Professor Lambertaint is fond of saying, no action taken in the name of science is ever truly wasteful. To that matter at hand, corrupted crystals possessing the properties you seek could be found in abundance at the standing courses following the calamity. Alas, that is no longer the case, and while there is at least one suitable crystal that remains to be found within the 12's Wood, precisely where it is at any given moment is more difficult to say. Permit me to explain. You are familiar with Spriggans, yes? The furry little rascals that are wont to seek out tors and other stones? Well, one such creature with an infamously insatiable appetite has single-handedly devoured every corrupted crystal in the 12's Wood. Fortunately for you, these crystals take an eternity to digest, assuming they can even be digested, and I am reasonably confident that one still resides within his gut. It's quite fascinating, really. My theory is that the Giggity first consumed a corrupted crystal when... You couldn't really care less about all of this, could you? To that point, then, Giggity seldom makes his presence felt unless there is particularly fine fodder to be had. Therefore, we shall require a lure, and I have precisely the sort you will find impossible to resist. Simply place this true heart. I shall save the story of the origin of its unusual name for another occasion outside of the Spriggan's lair and wait for the opportune moment to pounce. As for the method by which you retrieve the crystal from his gut, I shall leave that to your discretion. Alright, so let's check out the map. We want to go over here. So down south, actually it might be quick if we just go this way. Follow this path around. If it would allow us to go that way. Hang on. Yeah, so let's go this way. Through there. Oh, before we do that, I'll just check if I've got this. I think I do. I do. And then down south to the central shroud. Let me through, boys. Hey, excuse me? You stand before the White Wolf Gate. The region below is beyond is rife with danger, and I am not authorized to pass untried adventurers like you. What the heck? What are you talking about? I need to get here. You won't let me go there? You bastardo. What? I don't understand. What's the difference? Beyond this gate lies Sorrow Haven, a haven indeed, for some of the most fearsome beasts you're ever like to lay eyes on. Passage will be granted only to those who can see to there and say, that's me. Let me through, pal. What a punk. Alright, fine. Is that really that dangerous? I gotta go through there anyway. These guys. So how do you get passage through there? Is it a reputation thing? Is it one of the side quests? Right. On the chocobo. On the chocobo to victory. A bit of a frame. I wonder if I mentioned that last time I was here, but it's a bit of a frame rate issue. I wonder with this new patch whether there was anything else put in place. Any other new options? Graphical settings. Well, I'll have to have a look through this later on to see if there is actually anything added. Interesting. Ooh, that's a jump! Which I will not be able to make because it won't allow me to make. Gotta find that bridge. There could be that with the new patch. I mean, I play this typically at 72 frames per second. So it's got me restricted. It's got me on 60. Yeah, I'll have to play around with it later. I'll just deal with it for now. I'll deal with it for now. Oh, little creaky there. Okay. Oh, we're going in. Here we go. Destination's here. This bright blood Coloured ore is thought to be a symbol of loyalty and honesty. Oh, there's greater golems everywhere. Right, let's get the heck out of here. Alright, let's just get the heck out of here. They keep spawning and attacking me. To a nice safe spot. Also, Barry. My buddy Barry's got heaps of points to spend, I believe. Let's have a look here. Got 7 points to spend. Wow. Okay, so let's continue. How much is that? It's 5. And that's 3. Oh, I'm going to really spend just 2. Let's go with the healer. Let's increase that. Let's increase that. Alright, let's get you up a little bit. So the next one's going to cost 5 on this line. So he's in free stance, so the idea is that I hope that he switches between healing, defender, and attacker as needed. I hope. But it's good because I can also set him specifically. You will only heal. Forget about the rest. So we got a new expansion. I don't know, is there a new... There is a new class, isn't there? There's a new job, rather, that you can choose from. Dancer? There's a dancer? Tiny dancer? Ah, pray do not sneak up on me like that. I was engrossed in... Wait, what is that? What is that god's awful smell? It's a bit of this old corrupted crystal that you like. My word! That is a breathtakingly beautiful crystal. I see my supposition was not mistaken. And I also see you weren't averse to digging through the Spriggan entrails for your prize. We should just chuck it in the water over here. We owe our furry friend a debt of gratitude, you know. This thick coating of digestive juices is protecting us from the harmful effects of the crystal, just as the watered pot you once used did. Why so glum, friend? You finally obtained the corrupted crystal you sought, one overflowing with earth-aspected ether. Calm down, I jest. It is comprised of ice-aspected ether. Worry not, I suppose that joke was in poor taste, considering your previous 2 attempts were for naught. Yeah, I would have booted you right into that water, pal. Hedon has neglected to return to you your corrupted crystal. Beg your pardon, Dan, I forgot to return your crystal to you. Oh, and there was a message for you from Professor Lambertaint, something about a man named Marquez. Apparently, the professor misses the intellectual stimulation. Forgive me, I should have written it down. It occurs to me that I have yet to ask you why you needed that crystal. You aren't planning anything nefarious, are you? 'Twould reflect poorly on me and my research if it was used for evil ends. Ah well, perhaps it's best I remain ignorant. I didn't become the professor's greatest pupil by filling my head with unnecessary information. Deliver the corrupted crystal to Sido. Oh, Sid's just over here, of course. Your inexplicably long and drawn-out quest to secure a corrupted crystal to Sid at the airship landing in New Gradania. Oh, is it last at an end? Please skip the line. Yeah, let's go down here. Let's go down here. Go see Sid. Sid Wonderpants. Mother Mayuni. Gotta greet the mother. Ah, greetings, sir. Do you wish to proceed to your vessel? Yes. Alright, Sid, it's done. All repairs and modifications have been completed, Dan. Once you bring me that crystal, nothing will stand between us and Garuda. I'll need to run some tests to be sure, but this looks to be exactly what we need. Worry not, Dan. I'll see that your hard work doesn't go to waste. Uh-huh. The Enterprise is already more than a common airship, but mark my words, soon it will become something greater, something extraordinary. This is me. This is what I was born to do. Let me see those boots. Let me see them booties. Yes, I prefer that look. Yes! Level up! 47, 3 more levels to go. To Ice Samurai. Lady of the Vortex. With Sid's modifications now installed, the Enterprise is finally ready to make the journey to the Howling Eye. According to my tests, the device is now functioning in perfect harmony with the crystal, meaning we can leave whenever you're ready. But you must understand, tests can only tell me so much. Until we approach the Howling Eye, until we attempt to breach the barrier itself, I cannot be sure that this will work. I think it only fair to tell you that there is a small but statistically significant chance that the crystal could trigger a massive... mayhap it is better we remain positive. Dan, I want to thank you for reuniting me with my ship, for trusting in me to develop this plan, for everything. You've helped me to rediscover part of myself that I'd forgotten. I am not the man I once was, and I do not know if I ever shall be, but I do know one thing: this feels right. My apologies for the sudden outpouring of sentiment. I would have waited until after the mission, but, well, you understand?
There. She's ready.
Ah, she stirs. To Kurthus, and an audience with the Harpy Queen Garuda. Enterprise, engage.
Damn it! I once flew in this airship, and I was not alone. There were adventurers on board. Adventurers like you. Just how long have I worn these damn goggles? Ah, yes, I fancied myself a trendsetter in my younger days. The young prodigy, admired by all, exactly like his father. Born and raised in Garlemald. It was only natural that the precocious young student should become an engineer. Had his father not done the same? Father, when did we stop seeing eye to eye? When did Meteor become your everything, and your loved ones cease to matter? You abandoned us all, but he was there for me, Father. There for me when you were not. Though he proved no better in the end. Gaius was just another man, with an all-consuming obsession. And so I ran, left the Empire behind and came to Eorzea, where I built the ironworks. Ah yes, it was then that I first donned these goggles. Eorzea opened my eyes. It was home to so many manner of people, each with their own hopes and dreams. People worth saving, and so I fought beside them. I wanted to prove that my knowledge could serve a nobler purpose. I wanted to prove that there was another way. And it all began that day when I found my new home. I had forgotten how wonderful it was. The wind in your hair, the endless sky. That light, it was you, wasn't it? It's surprising how few people know this, but all pure-blood Guardians have a third eye. Perhaps mine helped me recognize you, or perhaps it was just a lucky guess. The Enterprise was made for this, to carry Eorzea's protectors into battle. I am proud to be able to call her my own.
Sid? What exactly do you remember?
Alphinaud, my boy. Sorry to have been such a burden. I remember everything. My name, my people, and my purpose. Everything. Come, it would be rude to keep Garuda waiting.